Welcome to Sunday Night Football, presented by FPSL. We got the Philadelphia Eagles, the top team in the league, no bias, at the Minnesota Vikings, who have had a historical turnaround after trading for QB Colonel Booty. And so I polled the people of the FPSL in our Discord, which you should join, by the way. And I asked who the MVP is, and I listed Colonel Booty just for the memes. He got no votes, but we got Joe Carter, QB for the Philadelphia Eagles, is number one. At number two is OJ, forget his last name, but the running back from the Falcons, that guy.
OJ Youngblood.
And James Charlie, the running back from the Rams. So those are the top three runnings for MVP in the FPSL currently.
Yeah, and Joe Carter, he's performed very, very consistently throughout the season. Very, very fun to watch. With his accurate passing, he can really, really throw a bomb as well.
Unlike the James Charlie, who was leading for MVP for majority of the season and then has not shown up really well the past couple of weeks.
I'd be pretty surprised if James Charlie could throw a bomb, considering he's a running back. But
people are doubting the skill that the Los Angeles Rams have.
You could be right about that. I don't know. Anyway, let's get this game underway. It's Vikings hosting the Eagles. Kickoff in a few moments here.
We got Patel returning.
And we're underway. Patel will take a knee in the end zone. Then the Eagles offense will start out from the 25 on the opening drive of the game. And out comes Joe Carter.
Second overall pick. Arguably should have been the first overall pick, but the Dolphins made a very questionable decision. But from all the scouts were calling for Carter.
There were no scouts.
Dolphins pick.
It's a slander. We're not going to talk about that. Anyway.
Dolphins picked Tim Couch, and Tim Couch has struggled considerably this season.
All right, Carter lining up from the shotgun. He'll take the snap, drops back to throw, looking over the middle now outside, and that is caught. And it's Zane Augustus for the first down, about a 14-yard gain there.
Zane Augustus also in the top 5 for MVP, according to Waz, our power ranking for MVP man. He thinks Zane Augustus deserves it, and I agree. He's been the most dominant wide receiver so far.
Under center is Carter. Behind, fakes the handoff to the wide receiver. It's a handoff. Herbert picks up maybe half a yard on that play. Be second down and 10.
Good stuff by the Vikings D-line.
Bro, this stream is like 2 FPS. Is that just me?
Yeah, no, don't worry. I'm getting good.
Back out of the shotgun, Carter. Herbert in the backfield. Takes the snap, drops back to throw again. Quick throw over the middle, and that's going to fall incomplete. Third down and 10.
Questionable decision there to fire it out so quickly when the pocket didn't look like it was breaking down.
Needs to let go of the ball as early as it did.
Yeah, for sure, especially since it was such tight coverage there.
Once again from the shotgun, Carter. Hard count now, the snap, drops back, throwing. That is caught by the tight end Deshaun Smith, and he'll go down short of the first, so they'll likely punt here on 4th and 9.
This defense with good stops back to back.
Not great play calling from head coach Ghost Talk there.
Not surprised. A lot of the offense is run by Joe Carter.
Nah, this stuff is frozen. All right. I hope this isn't frozen like it is on the YouTube, or I hope it's not frozen on the YouTube end of things, because that's...
It's not, it's just Discord. Discord streams are not great.
All right, the punt here takes the snap and sends it away.
Close to being blocked.
Pretty good punt.
Receives at the 10, he'll make his way up right past the 20. That's where the Vikings will start their first offensive drive of the night, led by quarterback Colonel Booty. And,
Colonel Booty has really turned this team around ever since the trade for Quandale Dingle. And, when that trade first happened, I was very confused because Bengals gave up some pretty good players in return for some average production, so you could definitely say they got fleeced there, especially since Colonel Booty has brought this Vikings team to, honestly, they're on a playoff push for these last few weeks.
And especially with, now the rumors of Quandale Dingle being benched down in Cincinnati, definitely seems like the Vikings won the trade. Here's Booty ranging out. He's going to be taken down. It's Nasri Alexander.
This Nasri Alexander guy moved down to D-end when the Eagles switched their scheme. He's been dominating the edges the past few weeks. Definitely look out for him for sack leader this year.
Yeah, did a great job getting off the tackle there and ranging out to the side to cut off Booty.
It's 14-on-14 action right there.
It'll be 2nd down and 15 after the 5-yard loss on the sack. 12:35 and ticking in the first. Booty will come out of the shotgun and 2nd and long. Takes the snap, looking downfield. Now a throw short, picked off. And this is going to go back to the end zone. It's a pick 6 for the Eagles.
That is a very bad start for the Vikings.
Really questionable throw from Booty there. I mean, Ayush Patel has been one of the premier slot corners in the league, and he sure bit the dust there.
And that's a great start for this Philadelphia defense, which I believe has gone a little bit under the radar as one of the better defenses in the league. Really, really talented names. Ayush Patel, one of the better secondary men in the league. You got Chunky Ragu, probably the best pick out of the supplementary draft. Really, really talented players on this team. And they show it here with this pick 6.
For sure, and defense has been questionable in the whole of the FPSL, but there's a few good groups out there and really entertaining to watch, especially with how much defensive scoring we've seen in the past few weeks.
All right, the extra point sails through the uprights. It's 7-0 Philadelphia. Minnesota will get another chance on offense after the kickoff return here. 12:24 to go in the first.
And that's got to be demoralizing for the Vikings defense. You get that huge stop on one of the high-powered offenses in the FPSL just for your offense to gift wrap them 7 points right there, So if you're the Vikings defense, I mean, what do you do? You go have a talk with the offense? Get them riled up?
You didn't even get much time to rest, and you already got to go back out there and try to stop one of the best offenses in the league again.
We'll see how that Vikings offense can strike back on this drive. Got to give him an equalizer. Colonel Booty 0 for 1 already with that pick 6.
His first throw of the game, not a good way to start it off. Hopefully doesn't rock him too much.
If you're this Eagles defense, do you key in more on the run? Do you think they're going to go away from the pass for a few plays?
It'll be interesting. First round running back Darren McFadden. See if they game plan this drive around him. It's under center for Booty this time. Steps back, and it will be a handoff outside. McFadden trying to hit the edge. He'll maybe pick up a yard or two.
Running still not looking well.
Yeah, this Eagles defense, they're rallying so fast to the ball. I mean, you might have to hit him with a play action and just hope Booty can deliver accurately and beat out this defense. You got to catch him off guard somehow.
Under center again from the 21-yard line here, or rather the 26. And he will hand off again to McFadden. Finds a nice lane down the side, or now down the middle of the field on the run. They'll catch up to him around the 30. Big gain for McFadden.
Play right there. Great blocking by the offensive line, and McFadden showing off his wheels.
That's a 43-yard run for Darren McFadden.
That can definitely help a lot with that Vikings momentum after a bad offensive drive the first time.
Absolutely,
sure. I think we come
big
out
chunk play. Big chunk play really gets that momentum back.
Either play action here, I say go with a pass in general. I think play action would definitely catch this Eagles team off guard right here.
They will hand off again. Not much of a gain there for McFadden, maybe 2 yards.
He's got to be gassed after that big run.
Yeah, they got to go. I would say play action is the right play on this 2nd and 8 here. Or you go with a quick pass to try and make it 3rd and short and go play action from there.
Linebacker making some adjustments in the middle there.
Here's from the shotgun Booty. Under pressure, and he's taken down. There's a flag on the play.
Flag. Holding?
And it'll be holding.
Yeah.
What did they call that on?
That's
It's Granville Richards, the right guard. Penalties decline. They'll take the loss of yardage on the sack. And it's 3rd down and long.
You know, if you're gonna give up a sack, like, or if you're gonna get a holding penalty, don't give up that sack.
Yeah.
From the shotgun, Booty sails one over the middle. That one will be knocked down. Nearly picked again. And on 4th and 16, likely a long field goal attempt coming up here.
Get that big run and get nothing out of it has gotta hurt.
Exactly. And they will go for the field goal. About a
what is
50,
that,
low 50s something.
Yeah, 54.
I believe 54. This kick is
short.
Short.
Yes. Oof.
So they stay off the board after their second offensive drive, and with a 7-0 lead, Joe Carter will get favorable field position to start their next drive. What do you think they can do here?
If I'm the head coach of the Philadelphia Eagles here,
you are.
As you are.
I'm running the clock, and then I'm running 2 plays, and then I'm hitting him with a play action deep shot to Zane Augustus.
That sounds like a plan.
You know, actually down there calling the plays.
And this Vikings defense looked good on their first drive. We'll see if they can keep that up.
They got to be
shotgun Carter
after seeing their offense fall short.
Waving Hobart in to a gun bunch set. Quick throw. This is incomplete.
Another incompletion from Joe Carter.
Joe Carter, he's throwing the ball way too fast. He's getting really rattled by this D-line, even though they're not getting much penetration. He needs to just sit in his pocket. You know, Joe Carter, he's known for his smart decision-making, quick checkdowns. I mean, he needs to just get in some sort of rhythm here. I'd say run the ball, maybe get a nice little screen pass on the next play, just pick up that first down.
Comes from the shotgun again. It'll be another throw. This is to the outside, caught, and he's going to get down near the 40. That would be Leon Sandcastle on the near side.
First down, the Eagles.
Been one of the better wide receiver 2s in the league, especially with where he was drafted. I mean, this Eagles offense, they look shaky at times, but out of nowhere, they'll just drop a bomb on you.
Yeah, when they get going, they're most likely the best offense in the league.
Yeah, you got a brand new set of downs to work with here across the field. They got to get
going, and they get off to some rocky starts.
Carter from the shotgun takes the snap, looks to throw again to the outside. This is caught for a short gain.
See, this is what Carter needs to do. Get his nice quick passes. Don't let the pressure rattle him. Don't throw over the middle too quick. Go through his progressions. Get it to the right guy.
That was Sandcastle again, I believe. And brings up a 2nd and 6 opportunity here from inside the 40. And they're going to move Herbert out. Carter looks to throw over the middle. This is caught, and they're down to the 25. That's St. Augustus.
See, the offense is starting to click now.
I think you need to get Herbert more involved. He isn't, you know, a premier elite running back in the FPSL, but his dual threat ability through both the air and the ground is too good to not utilize.
From the shotgun, Carter once again. Drops back, pressure on him, throws over the middle, incomplete, missed his man, Augustus. It'll be 2nd and 10.
This Vikings pass rush is looking strong.
And that was some good penetration that time from the edge rusher. Not on the blind side of Carter, so he saw it coming and got the throw off, but either way, got enough to rattle and make it throw it away. He comes from the shotgun here again. Takes the snap, drops back, looking to throw, pressure, backing up, and he's going to go down, way back by the 40. It's Nomeli with a half sack.
Vikings D-line is getting there.
This Vikings D-line is dominating this Philadelphia Eagles offensive line, especially considering that The Philadelphia Eagles upgraded their left tackle, but he's looking a bit shaky out there.
And that looked more like just a bull rush right down the middle to get Carter, and definitely didn't help the cause by backing up so far. Now they sit on the cusp of field goal range here on 3rd and 24.
I'd say just
again.
get into field goal range.
Drops back, looks to throw. Plenty of time for him, not moving. Nowhere to throw. Still plenty of time. He's going to send this one downfield. Has a man, and they're into the red zone.
That is horrible by the Vikings D-line.
Excellent blocking to keep the Vikings D-line at bay. Gave him a ton of time. Didn't even have to move.
He just stood strong.
I don't get how it's 3rd and 20 and you send only 3. That's interesting.
It sure is, but pair of double teams by that Eagles offensive line kept him at bay. And way to get open by Augustus downfield. Get away from his man. So now 1st and goal. As it is completely frozen. Now under center. Carter will fake the handoff. Looks to throw. Backing up. Hit as he throws. That's going to be out the side of the end zone. Good pressure that time by Minnesota. It's 2nd and goal.
Just get the ball out of bounds. He took that long sack earlier. Doesn't want to mess him up now that they're close to the end zone. They want to score points here. So great decision by him to just launch it out.
Just didn't see Herbert just get no carries this whole game.
They have not at all relied on the running game so far. Hasn't even touched the ball yet. Here he is under center, dropping back. Throwing over the middle, and that one falls short. Incomplete. 3rd and goal.
There's that man, Keefe, in the middle. One of the best middle linebackers, if not the best middle linebacker in the FPSL. That man is anchoring this defense, and it's hard to beat him with how strong he is.
3rd and goal from just behind the 5. Carter in the pocket looking to throw over the middle. This is caught. Touchdown, Eagles.
The Vikings defense is struggling sometimes. They can't seem to stop the big plays.
Yeah, it's just rough. This Eagles offense has so many people and so many options that you take away one and not much to do with any of the others,
And that's one of the nobody's Griffin. Not one of the big 3 of this receiving core. And I'll go for the extra point here to make it a 14-0 game.
That's what I mean, though. This Eagles offense, they got their 3 top guys, but even below them, you got all the auto generators who just can play, even though they weren't created,
Yeah, when you got to put the rest of your efforts into guarding some of the best players in the league, something's bound to get open.
Especially Zane Augustus,
Yeah, but the dual threat of Augustus and Sandcastle is just a nightmare for defensive secondaries. I'm shocked that, even if either of them are locked up, there's always someone open.
Great GMing by the Philadelphia Eagles to get them all on one team,
Of course. The return here up past the 20, past the 25, it looks like. Maybe they'll start it at the 26, 27-yard line. Solid return there. Minnesota, definitely one of these drives, they need to get some points on the board.
Gotta get something going.
You're already down by 2 possessions in the first quarter. You really, really need some points.
Defense is doing what they can, but they can't hold forever. This is gonna start looking bad if they go another drive without scoring.
McFadden's been their powerhouse so far, and even he's gotten stuffed a few times. I'd say maybe run the ball a few times, but you don't have time. You got to get it to him through the air.
Snap here, Booty dropping back in the pocket, folds around him, and he's taken down. It'll be Nasri Alexander for his 2nd sack of the quarter. And it's a loss of 6.
There's that man Nasri once again, just destroying the left tackle. I'm not sure what more you can do. You're going to have to start throwing a double team at that guy.
Try doing something to get this offense going.
And this is a Philadelphia Eagles team that doesn't even have a defensive tackle. They only got DNs, so if you just double team one of them, those interior D linemen, they're not as good as the rest of the team. You gotta abuse that.
Yeah, definite weak point on that defense. Booty looks to throw near side, has a man, and that one is going to be caught. What a catch on the sideline. That was Jamarcus Russell Jr.
Beautiful play by him. You know, he's been a really solid wide receiver, especially since Booty's gotten traded to this team. You know, they've established a pretty good connection. You can see it there for sure.
Out of the shotgun on 3rd down and 10, looks to throw. Quick throw down the side, and that's an overthrow. So that's another quick end to a Minnesota drive with really nothing going for him.
Thing going for this Vikings offense.
Yeah, this offense, he looks rattled, and it's just, you need to get him in rhythm. You need to just dial up some plays specifically for your quarterback in order to get him going. You know, there's sometimes like gears, gotta oil it. Just keep it going.
Has a nice return here. He gets down to the sideline around midfield.
Sayush Patel.
Better returners in the league.
Scored a touchdown earlier, too.
Yeah, with the pick 6. You know, and just nothing going Minnesota's way. Can't even succeed on special teams. So, it's talented Eagles offense back out onto the field, already up 14-0. What are the keys? Just doing the same thing?
I wouldn't see a reason to switch anything up. They can't stop anything.
All right, it's Carter under center. Hobart travels behind. It's a play-action play. He's going to fire quickly downfield, and he's got a man.
There's
Guess who? It's Zane Augustus.
Shocker, shocker. This guy is dominating this Vikings defense. What do? Do you start double teaming him and leave Sandcastle and Hobart open and Deshaun Smith and Herbert? I mean, what more can you do?
Yeah,
Keith is good enough to take away Herbert, but that secondary is having a rough time with all these talented wide receivers that the Eagles have.
Can really only cover so many players, and with all the talent they have, there's always going to be someone open. Carter from the shotgun, and he'll drop back to throw once again over the middle, and that'll be about a 5-6 yard gain.
Deshaun Smith, one of those weapons we were just mentioning, one of the fastest tight ends in the FPSL, and you can definitely see it with how quick his step is on that drag route. He's hard to guard for a linebacker. He's too big for safeties, too fast for linebackers. I mean, he's definitely one of those unicorns at the position.
A true vertical threat at the tight end position. It's Carter under center and fakes the handoff once again, throwing outside, has a man on the sideline, and there he is again, Deshaun Smith. Brings up a 3rd and 1.
Good job to keep his feet in bounds.
For sure, and Carter's definitely getting in rhythm. He's getting his check downs, keeping himself in rhythm, not letting the pressure get to him. You know, he's standing strong in that pocket.
If there's ever a time to run the ball for the first time in the game, it's right now on 3rd and 1. Under center, and they'll drop to throw once again. Carter quickly, and this is a catch for a touchdown. Zane Augustus. Great catch.
Yeah,
Zane Augustus really, really wants to make a strive for MVP, and he was number 5 last week, and I could see him getting into the top 3 with how he's playing this game.
I fully agree.
Yeah. He is decimating this Viking secondary.
And he's been doing this all year.
Yeah, and, you know, really just, he's had multiple 200-yard games, multiple multi-touchdown games. Really pretty indisputably the best wide receiver in the FPSL. And the only one really in his universe is Quantavious Kingle III. But they're really not the same. I feel like Augustus clears by a mile.
And of course, we have to point out that Augustus does have one of the best QBs, if not the best QB in the FPSL, and that does give him an advantage. But I mean, you've seen how open he's gotten so far this game.
Yeah, the way he plays defensive backs is just there's no one else in the league that does it like him.
Even he's putting this performance out there with any quarterback.
Yeah, I agree. This one kicked away. Looking to get something going here. They'll take it out of the end zone. Up past the 20, and we'll make it just past the 25, it looks like.
I've just gotten word in from the Eagles sideline. Running back John Herbert is calling for the ball, and with them being up 21-0, if they can hold them to 3 or 7 here, I mean, do you see them starting to run the ball more, or do you think they just keep airing it out?
I mean, I think no matter what the result of this drive is, they should be comfortable chewing up some clock until it's a one-possession game, and they've had their will with this Vikings defense. They've really, really imposed their will. This is going to be a run up the middle. McFadden finds a nice lane, and he will be close to picking up the first.
Second down, too. He has 4 carries, and we're nearly done with the first quarter. Is a testament to some questionable play calling from the Vikings offense here. I mean, he's gotten them all the way down to the red zone, and he's the only reason that they've been competent in this game so far, quite frankly.
Yeah, but that all off one big run. Every other run has just been completely shut down. So
yeah, he had the 43-yard rush, and that one went 8 yards. There's a flag on the play, going to be a false start, more than likely. Yep.
But McFadden is still the only offense they've had in general. I mean, I'd rather take the chance at a breakout run versus throwing an interception for a pick 6 again,
Yeah, but they just gotta slow down, I would say. They're forcing so much trying to get this to work. It ain't gonna happen.
Second down and 7 now after they back up 5 yards to the false start. Shotgun formation for Booty. Drops back into the pocket, hands off McFadden again, and he'll get them within a couple yards of the first there. It's third down and 2.
Had some speed on them. They're rallying to that ball quick. They're reacting fast and wrapping up the second they get to the ball.
Third down and 2. Important down here for the Vikings. They really need any kind of scoring they can get. And it'll be another handoff. McFadden. Did he get it?
Close.
I believe he got it, yes.
I'll give it to him. He fell forward for the first despite Ghost Hawk's tackle.
And that Ghost Hawk's been a on and off player so far this year. He goes a game with 2 or 3 sacks, but then he disappears. Great tackle right there in order to stop any big run, but you got to break through faster and hold him behind the line.
Yeah, it makes you wonder if trading up 1 pick and giving up a 5th additionally was even worth it, because the Miami Dolphins, their trade partners, got Peter Jets, who has been just as, if not better, than Hawk through the season. Here's a handoff outside. McFadden looking up the middle, and he's going to pick up maybe 6-7 yards there.
Vikings definitely going with my idea of pounding the rock here, but they're chewing way too much clock. I mean, as effective as the run's been, but they're
gonna have to stick with it for now, I would say.
It's time consuming. Hit him with a play action here and bomb it deep, in my opinion.
And they will hand it off once again. He's going to find a nice lane up near midfield. New set of downs for Minnesota.
You're not going to win a game down 21 with the first quarter winding down currently by just running the ball. Setting it up, cool, but you got to get some air production out of that.
They will snap the ball before the end of the quarter. It's a throw, and this is going to be caught over the middle.
That's exactly what I want to see from the Vikings there. McFadden, he's been their only source of offense so far. Even if he can't run, you got to just get it to him in the air, and it gives Booty some confidence in his abilities, especially if he can just get him the ball, get him some completions, and keep him going.
21-0 your score after 1 quarter. Eagles in the lead. Vikings driving just past midfield. 2nd and 1 from the shotgun. Colonel Booty steps back to throw. Quick throw over the middle. Misses his man. It'll be 3rd down and 1.
Not sure what that pass was. It was pretty considerably off the mark. Eagles.
You just gotta keep giving it to McFadden.
Yeah, I agree. Especially with how he's been playing. And they're coming out in a heavy formation here. I'd be surprised if they didn't run the ball.
And it will be a fake. They're going to go play action here. The throw nowhere near his target, though. And it'll bring up 4th and 1.
McFadden there. I'd go for it. They're down too much.
Absolutely.
You gotta go for it here. I don't know what that play call was, but it was definitely interesting.
And they're going to punt. Unbelievable. They're punting from the Eagles' 41 on 4th and 1. And doesn't look like they're even going to pin him deep. That's out of the back of the end zone.
Vikings play call in this game has definitely been interesting.
Yeah, definitely a little bit suspect.
A lot to be desired with that play calling, especially since you're down 21 and you're in their territory. I get the field goal
into their territory.
But yeah, for real. And you gotta go for it in that situation.
And especially with the way McFadden's been running, he's been running up the middle very, very efficiently. You just give him the ball, he goes up the middle. That should be an easy 1st down. But either way, they punt it. Here's Carter from the shotgun. Very quick throw. Doesn't hit anyone there. It'll be 2nd and 10 in just a moment.
Instantly let go of the ball there.
Yeah, once again, Carter's throwing the ball faster than his mind can probably even process it. You've got to slow it down, especially since you're up so much. Slow it down. Run the ball a few times. Get to your checkdowns. There's no point to rush anything.
And I must say, in the times where he's waited in the pocket, he has had great protection. Really not much reason for him to be letting go so quickly. They go play action here. Looking over the middle, and a lot of time, backing up still. Now the throw hits his man, and he's going to get down near the 45.
Block is
your point, Nugsy. That was great protection by that Eagles offensive line. After those first 2 drives that the Eagles had, where the Vikings defensive line was dominating, the offensive line is really keyed in on that D-line, and they've been giving Carter plenty of time to contemplate what he wants to do.
It'll be a new set of downs for Philadelphia down near midfield. Carter out of the shotgun again. They've been running a lot of shotgun plays today. Out of the shotgun, and the first handoff of the game. Here's Herbert. Makes his way down right past midfield. It'll be a pickup of 8. And 2nd and 2. And I apologize, that was the 2nd run of the game, not the first.
That's why you got to get it to Herbert. He's fast enough and he's shifty enough to where he can make a big play out of nothing. And even though it's 8 yards, it's close to a 1st down.
They'll fake the handoff this time. Carter rolls to his right, looks down the side, and it'll be a throwaway. It looks like it's 3rd and 2. Looked like he had a little bit more time, maybe a couple ticks more to make a better decision than that, but
So this safe option. Don't want to make a mistake and go back when you're this close to 1st.
And it's understandable.
I'd stretch it out left here probably, or just get it to Herbert any way you can.
And they'll toss it back to him. He's going to have a lane for the 1st. And he goes down after a couple tacklers hit him, just short of the 40.
It's Blankenship with the tackle. Good way to rally to the ball. They gave up the 1st down, but they didn't let Herbert get any more than he should have, to be honest.
Yeah, and usually those toss plays are really, really hit or miss. But definitely a hit there. He found a great lane, great blocking by this Eagles offensive front. And Herbert took a while to go down there, broke a couple tackles to get an extra yard, it looks like. So
Eagles offense is just hitting everywhere.
Exactly. They're able to go through the air, and they're finally going to the ground, and it's working.
There's Carter throwing outside for Herbert. He'll make the catch, burns him down the sideline. He'll pick up the 1st.
And this is why you get Herbert the ball. He's only touched it total of what, 5 times,
I believe,
this game, and he's already making big plays. I mean, there's 11 yards. He had the 8-yard run earlier, picked up a big first down.
Under center this time. Looks like a multiple tight end set. And this will be a handoff up the middle. Herbert on the move, still going, and he's down just past the 25.
Vikings defense is showing no signs of life anymore, besides those first couple of drives.
Yeah, and they've really shut down, and that's definitely not what they need, especially with this big of a deficit to make up. You need your defense to be strong and not allow any more points.
Blame them though.
Dropping back, Carter throws at the last moment, hits his man, and that's another touchdown.
Leon Sandcastle. This Eagles wide receiver duo of Sandcastle and Augustus, they're striking, and they're striking fast.
I love the poise there by Carter to stay in the pocket with the rush in his face, and he nails the throw right near the sideline. And Sandcastle does the rest, stays in bounds, and dives to the pylon, get the touchdown.
Might be the second quarter, but this game is already looking like it's just over.
We've seen large
things.
comebacks before. I don't know that this will be one of them, but you never know. It's not over till it's over.
It's wild that this Vikings team hasn't scored at all. They're coming off, a 3-game winning streak? Two or 3-game winning streak where it looked like they were one of the worst teams in the league. You'd think that momentum would at least get them a touchdown, but
yeah, it's not looking very good for them. But
this Eagles team is showcasing why they are on top of the FPSL currently.
A couple touchdowns, a couple defensive stops, you're right back in it. Maybe a good halftime speech in the locker room. Come out the next half, right back in this one. It's not over. They've got plenty of time to make it work. They just have to start right now.
They're not showing signs of anything.
Up past the 25 with the return.
They don't give us any flashes of potential on this drive. I'd be fine with calling it over.
Defense is done. It's quit at this point.
Yeah, it's appeared that way.
The offensive play calling.
Yeah.
But yeah, to have 2 back-to-back drives, stopping one of the best offenses in the league, to get nothing out of it, hurts.
It's got shades of the 2018-2019 Broncos defense making stops, and that offense just not easy.
I don't think anybody knows about that offense, but good job.
Here's Booty racing around like a NASCAR in the pocket, and he's going to be taken down again by Nasri Alexander.
That's the plays your quarterback is making. You're not winning a football game. I'll say it right now and then.
Looked like he was at the Indy 500 there, not sure what was going on, but goes down. 3rd sack of the half for Nasri Alexander, who's playing excellently so far.
And the decision by him to scramble that early is very questionable. Yeah. The pocket was breaking down, but even if he was going to run, he had to roll out left, not right at the middle.
Roll it to the side, not backwards, and then run up the middle.
There he is, dropping back to throw. He's going to run backwards again. This time escapes the pocket, though, and he's down past the 20. I believe Ghost Hawk on the tackle there. And it'll be 3rd down and 15.
Great play by Ghost Hawk there. In the top 10, I believe, for sacks. He's had a lot of flashes, but definitely a
needs the consistency. And it's really all he's missing. He's shown what he can do, but he just needs to do that on a day-in, day-out basis. 3rd and long yet again for this Vikings offense. See if they can put together some kind of play here. Booty from the shotgun, dropping back to throw. It's a blitz on the way, throwing outside, hits his man, I believe a 1st down. No, they're going to say 4th and inches. Oh,
you have to go for this.
Gary Hartley with the reception there. He's been a very, very good receiving option for Minnesota, but according to the refs here, not able to pick up the 1st, and they will punt.
They're going to punt.
Unbelievable.
Crazy passive play calling by this Vikings team. And
I think you're down 28-0. Even if it's 4th and short on your own 1 yard line, you're going for it. I don't understand.
This is not how you come back in a game.
If they lose this game, they're eliminated from playoff contention. You gotta fight harder for that.
This is not how you win a game. You're just letting yourself sit there and die.
Take a look at
your season.
Take a look at some Joe Carter highlights here. He's been near perfect. A couple questionable throws, but other than that, he has been nailing his receivers with very, very, very good efficiency and consistency. Should be interesting to see if he can continue that this drive, or if they go to the run game to try and milk out some clock.
And Zane Augustus with Joe Carter, they're both coming out. Both lead in touchdowns for their respective positions, and they're looking to build on it.
Here's Herbert. Not much of a gain on 1st and 10. Maybe a yard there.
Yeah, after those passing touchdowns from Joe Carter, he now does indeed lead in passing touchdowns in the FPSL, and Zane Augustus has led in touchdowns for about a week now. That connection is...
That's the best wide receiver and QB connection in the league. There's not much teams can do to stop it.
Here's Carter from the shotgun. Dropping back. Looks to throw over the middle. That's going to fall incomplete. Looks like the intended receiver might have been Hobart.
I believe it was Sandcastle.
Good job of the defender to make sure he didn't catch it, but...
You gotta hold on to that even in traffic.
It'll be 3rd down and 9. See if the Vikings can get some kind of stop here. They haven't been able to do it all game. Here's Carter dropping back, and that's going to be a pass knocked down at the line, so they will end up getting a stop.
Their first stop in a while.
Yeah, their offense just needs to wake up now if their defense is able to do this with consistency.
And for sure, the defense finally comes back alive, gets themselves a stop, and now they just got to hope that the offense can put something together, even if it's just 3. The legendary curse of 28-3. Maybe that'll drive them to a win.
Maybe they'll actually go for 3 over a touchdown. You never know. Based on the way they've been play calling, I honestly would not be surprised.
Yeah, maybe they'll get to the 1 yard line and 4th and goal, and they'll just kick the field goal. Or maybe they'll even punt.
So I don't know. With the way they've been play calling, that's a punt.
Yeah.
It's really frustrating to watch this Vikings offense. Their fans, their players, they fought so hard to get to this point, and they're giving away their playoff spot by not even attempting to be aggressive with their play calling.
So it's Booty from the shotgun. He's got McFadden next to him. Looks like the Eagles bringing a heavy blitz here. Booty drops back. It's a handoff and a short gain on 1st and 10 for McFadden. It'll become 2nd and 7.
We got a shot of that Eagles sideline. Looks like Joe Carter's still talking it over with his boys, even though they're up 28-0. Love to see the leadership displayed by him right there.
Yeah, definitely one of the better leaders in the league, I would say, both statistically and, emotionally. But
I'd say there's much competition when it comes to that.
Here's a fake handoff here. Booty dropping back to throw. Fires it deep, and it's caught by Greg Hartley.
That may be his longest completion of the night.
I believe it is one of his only completions of the night.
Struggling to speak.
Yeah, I'm starting to fall asleep over here myself. I honestly don't know what I was trying to say. I think I was going for hurl.
I think you're going to heave.
I got caught somewhere between there. I'm not quite sure. But either way, 1st and 10 from the shotgun. Booty fakes the handoff. Looks to throw to the sideline. This is going to be caught for the 1st down.
He was in bounds with that?
Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised myself. That's standout tight end Juan Smith.
It was a close one. I'm surprised they're not going to at least look over that. But I guess in a 28-0 ball game, it's...
Oh, they are.
Oh, they are.
Philadelphia. Took them a second, but they will be challenging.
You know,
Take
and
a
I
look
think
ourselves
this
from
is
up
a
here.
smart challenge, even though there's no point.
Maybe he got it. He dragged the
He
foot.
got it in bounds. Good possession.
That's a great
Nice
catch, actually. From up here, it fooled us. I thought he was way out of bounds, but looks like he dragged the toe.
Like he dragged the toe.
Juan Smith has been very, very solid.
Anticipation. Yeah, for sure. Great anticipation of him to start dragging his feet before he even got the ball in his hands.
And the call on the field will stand. Eagles surrender a timeout, which doesn't matter a whole ton since it's the first half. They're up 28-0. But, you might as well challenge it. You might as well keep your head in the game,
Yeah, demoralize this Vikings offense even more than they already are.
Playing a mental game here.
Yeah, exactly. Some sort of mental torture there.
Pressure folding in around Booty. He's going to try and escape up the middle. He might have got a short gain there. No, it's going to be counted as a sack. 1 yard loss. It's Ghost Hawk again. He's doing an interesting dance in celebration there.
Booty, he's looking to scramble so much this game, but he needs to just look to roll out to his left or right. The pocket is forming a circle, and he's just got to buy more time. He shouldn't go for the runs. They need big chunk plays, and him just scrambling up the middle won't get them that.
Starts from under center here. McFadden behind him. And he'll fake the handoff here. Pressure immediately, and he'll go down. This time, Samson Goldblum on him. And that's the 6th sack of the game for this Philadelphia defense.
Every time they show signs, it just gets destroyed again.
Just gotten word from the Eagles sideline. Quarterback Joe Carter has phoned in to say hi.
What is up, my man?
Yeah, I don't know. They're not
having some fun down there.
Phones, other than the offensive and defensive coordinators, but when you're up 28-0, I guess all rules really can't just go out the window.
Booty drops back, very quick throw, and falls incomplete. It'll be 4th and 20. I believe, are they in field goal range? I'm honestly not sure. I thought they were, but I could be wrong. No, they're punting.
Earlier. They're punting. Okay.
From about a yard ahead of where they punted earlier, but this time on a 4th and 20 makes a tiny bit more sense.
Send him deep. Great punt by punter.
Skipped out of bounds right at the corner.
See if they can hold them again, though.
So Carter back out onto the field. 14 of 23 so far, 194 yards. 3 touchdowns and no interceptions for the superstar quarterback.
This Vikings defense, Chief Keef, their middle linebacker, is leading the league in tackles by a pretty substantial margin. He needs to rally this defense, and maybe part of it is their safety, Trevor Stokes, being suspended for vote fraud, but
there's
whole defense is looking. There's a mess everywhere.
Short gain there by Herbert for a yard on the run. There's Ayodepa with the tackle.
There'll be a chance for a safety here if
we could see it. We've seen a pretty high number of safeties actually throughout the season.
Carter's been holding the ball long.
Oh, he throws it here. It's picked off. This will be taken the other way down near the 20. That's Johnson with the interception.
Let's just hope the Vikings offense finally does something.
Yeah, they've got prime field position now.
Hopefully it's not another punt.
Swing things around.
They're going to be punting on 1st and 10 here. I've just gotten word from the sideline. They do not want their offense on the field. So here's Booty looking to rally his offense into something.
For a QB change, possibly?
Potentially. I don't know. I mean, this is just seems more like an off game than anything for Booty. He's played excellently since coming to Minnesota, but this is more shades of his Cincinnati days than anything.
I think this is more of a reality check for this whole Vikings offense.
Yeah, they under center Booty. He will fake the handoff, pressure on the outside, and it's a quick throwaway.
At least a decent job of getting the ball out.
Yeah, and especially, I believe that was Ghost Hawk threatening on the outside.
It was Nasri Alexander.
Oh, it was.
Yeah.
Hard to tell from up here.
Not really a surprise with how he's been playing today.
3 sacks through 2 quarters and still plenty of ball game left.
He's eating that tackle.
There's a handoff. That's McFadden for a short gain. 10th rush. He has 78 yards on the ground. And it brings up a 3rd and 8. Yeah, he's really been the only bright spot in this entire team this night.
Got a word from quarterback Joe Carter. He wants to trade himself after that interception. Great leadership displayed there.
That one's going to fall incomplete. Good coverage, locked him up, and it's 4th and 8. It's a field goal opportunity. They're going to probably try and enact the 28-3 curse here.
I wouldn't be surprised to see a punt here.
And that's also a fair point. They have punted quite frequently from in enemy territory, but it does look like they're sending the field goal team here.
One time they go for it, I'm ready for the fake.
A fake would be crazy here.
The kick, it's up and it's good. So Minnesota puts some points up on the scoreboard. 28-3 is your score.
I'm upset if I'm any of those Vikings defenders this game.
I agree. I'd be fed up with the offense with how they've performed.
They get the prime field position to get 2 total yards on the drive and have to kick a field goal. It's just nothing is going their way.
Completely embarrassing.
Not much more defense can do when they're just getting ran through. The offense is no help to them.
So it'll be Ayush Patel on the kick return. 4:18 remaining in the second here in Minnesota. The return, it looks like he's going to cut up the middle here, and he's met with force at the 25. Some big hits there. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 25.
I'm seeing a lot of Vikings fans asking for the 28-3 curse to be real, and what do you guys think? You think this 28-3 will drive this Vikings team to a win?
Not at all.
I mean, the difference is the Patriots actually looked like a competent team before
it was also
28-3.
Big difference. One team had a real quarterback. The Vikings have wherever this guy is starting.
He stunk about as much as Ghost Hawk's breath. So it's pretty.
Well, he is Colonel Booty for a reason.
There's a sack. It's Namelli.
Vikings defense is going to try to show up, though, and do what they can.
Maybe a turnover. They can probably scoop it up for a touchdown at this field position.
They are trying to keep their jobs.
Yeah, Namelli.
Right tackle, they're getting beat.
Generated plenty of pressure tonight. 1.5 sacks so far.
If they want to win, the Vikings can just score nothing but defensive touchdowns.
You know,
it appears that's going to have to be the way they do it.
Yeah, with the offense playing the way they are, it's the only chance they got.
From the 15-yard line, here's the shotgun formation. Carter drops back. Quick throw outside to his safety valve, Herbert. Running down the sideline here. He's going to get right back up near the 25. It'll be 3rd down and 11.
And if I'm the Eagles here, I just run the ball and get it out. There's no point in risking a defensive touchdown, especially given how the defense has been stuffing that Vikings team.
Well, they've showed little signs of letting up on offense, so I'm not sure they will.
Don't let up at all.
They go play action.
On their necks.
Quick pressure. It's going to be a throw out to Herbert. He'll pick up a few, but not nearly enough for the first. They'll punt this one away again. So another solid defensive effort by this Vikings defense, but it's starting to look like too little, too late. You know, maybe if this offense can get some more points on the board, we'll see.
From our sideline reporter that he will be able to get an interview with Nasir Alexander during halftime. Hear his thoughts on the game.
Entertaining one, considering how well he's been playing.
Yeah, 3 sacks in the half.
He's been pure dominating this game.
Not much of a return to be said before there, as he'll go down just past the 25. That's where this Vikings drive will start. What are your thoughts on how they can get this offense rolling a little bit?
Ball out of your quarterback's hands.
That's true, but when it's come out of his hands, it's usually to a defender, so...
Well, what I'm saying is you just don't give him the ball at all. You give this ball to McFadden over and over again and hope he can make a play.
Run the Wildcat at this point, or give us a QB change.
This is a throw over the middle. That will be...
complete. That's
dropped.
That doesn't help Booty's case either. I mean...
That was a pretty solid throw.
Fired that. Exactly, and it's just
this point,
a drop.
The only person who deserves to hold the ball in this Vikings offense is McFadden.
Yeah, McFadden has been this Vikings offense.
It'll be Booty from the shotgun, and a handoff here. He'll fall forward for about 5 yards.
Seems the Vikings head coach has heard us. He's starting it.
Play doesn't hear us enough with his 4th down decisions this game.
For real.
And we hit the 2-minute warning here in the first half. 28-3, your score. Eagles in the lead.
So, weather outside's pretty nice.
Yeah, well, too bad we're in a dome. Yeah.
We're in a dome.
Turf looks very green.
Here's a 3rd and 4 opportunity here. Booty will drop back to throw. This one over the top.
Oh.
He has his man. Nice throw.
Finally,
down inside the Eagles 30.
Play.
Good chunk play by the Vikings there.
Standout receiver Greg Hartley on the receiving end of that pass.
Someone finally gets open and
Looks like
he somehow
John
makes the pass.
Pope with the corner on the foul side of that.
That was a dime. I'll give it to him. That was a real good throw.
Great throw and even better release by the wide receiver there to get perfectly open for him.
Yeah, he got a step or two on John Pope, I believe.
Eagles pretty free.
Perfect throw. Here's Booty again on the throw. This one is knocked down and complete. Less good throw there.
Yeah, you are forcing a ball there into almost double coverage.
Yeah.
He's lucky that's not picked.
Yeah, the doors close on that window pretty quick. Yeah. Could be hard to get that in there. Here he is from the shotgun on 2nd down and 10. About 10 yards out of the red zone. Quick throw here over the middle, and that's knocked down. Incomplete.
He's asking for these to get intercepted.
Exactly. Yeah. That was right to the linebacker. Surprised he wasn't the one who came up with it.
Coverage by Ragu there.
He's been just an absolutely excellent player out of the supplementary draft. Easily the best out of anyone in that draft.
The Eagles definitely got a massive jump in the supplementary draft.
Here he is on 3rd and 10. Has to throw here. Throws outside. It's not going to be enough for the first. It'll be a defensive timeout by the Eagles. So they can maybe try and get the ball once more before the end of the half. 4th and 7 looks like the field goal unit's out there.
Shocker. More surprised they are punting it.
Yeah, well.
I would go for this personally, even though it's 4th and 7. It's a long attempt, but
it's about a 40-yard attempt, I believe.
3 points on the board.
And this kick is through. So it's a 28-6 game.
I mean, the offense is still struggling, but the defense in back-to-back drives has shown hope that they're alive still.
They got points on the board mostly because of just one chunk play. If their defense can consistently stop the pass attack by this Eagles offense, I honestly think they might have a shot at least making it close.
As long as the game is more entertaining, I'm fine with it.
Yeah,
exactly.
I'm the Eagles. I don't step off this gas. You can't take chances.
Yeah, with how this Vikings defense has turned it around, I wouldn't risk anything.
The return here from Ayush Patel. Cuts inside. He'll get past the 25 to about the 26, maybe the 27 there. And 1st and 10 with a minute 18 to go, or excuse me, minute 16 to go in the half. And out comes Joe Carter, 16 of 26 with 206 yards, 3 touchdowns, and the interception a couple drives ago.
You know, this Eagles offense, they gotta find some way to break back down this Vikings defense morale. They've gotten back-to-back stops, huge stops at that, giving their offense some points and hope. You gotta just crush the morale.
You go back to what was working.
And they will do just that as they throw out of the backfield to Herbert for about a 9-yard gain. I do agree they need to go back to the pass attack.
You want to end this game. You want to end this game and destroy their hope of winning. You put that ball in Joe Carter's hands.
Looks like they're letting the clock run a bit here, and down to 40 seconds and counting. Carter out of the shotgun here on 2nd and 1.
Field goal range.
He'll drop back here, looking to throw. Pressure folds in around him, and he's going to go down.
This Vikings defense doesn't want to quit.
And timeout called. That was Vikings timeout. They want to get the ball one more time before the end of the half. Here's 3rd and 9. 29 seconds left on the clock. If they do get the ball, it'll just be for maybe at most 20 seconds. From the shotgun, Carter looks to pass. Over the middle, that's picked off. And this will be taken the other way at the 30. He'll go down, and he'll have instant field goal range. It's Johnson again. 2nd pick of the game.
Great play by Johnson there to break on the route faster than anyone else could have expected. Perfectly timed that, beat out Leon Sandcastle to the ball, and Requise Johnson, 2nd pick. He's playing chess, not checkers, with Joe Carter there.
Yeah, he's faded and behind Sandcastle, out of the vision of Carter, and when the throw came, he jumped right in front, picked it. And that was similar to his earlier pick as well, where he was playing behind the receiver, and he mostly jumped over the receiver to pick it.
Seeing words from the Eagles head coach about cutting Carter after that 2nd interception.
Well, those are some very interesting words. Here's Booty. Pressure folds in around him. He's going to go outside where this is caught. They'll take their 2nd time out of the half. Still, I believe...
Also gotten word from Joe Carter that he's throwing the game to keep it interesting.
Yeah, I see. He's taking notes from the Rams head coach.
Yeah. A real hero. Saving us up here in the booth.
Crazy fall off from them. They went from one of the best teams in the league to losing 2 or 3 straight.
2 straight. That's what happens when the supplementary draft trolls you.
There's a short gain. They'll use the last of their timeouts with 13 seconds left.
Tackle by Samson Goldblum there. Great time.
I would have waited. I don't think they have time for another play here because it's based on the way unless they're throwing right to the sidelines, but based on the way they've been playing, they're going to end up somehow falling over in bounds and not being able to spike the ball. So I would have waited longer. They're just going to kick the field goal with 13 seconds left, though.
3 field goals in a row.
This kick is going to be good. So 28-9.
Nothing at this point. They started off the game not being able to get any points, but this defense is definitely giving them life.
They need to have a talk with the offense if this is what they're doing every single drive.
Exactly. Honestly, there's going to need to be some real motivational speeches in the locker room during halftime here.
2 interceptions on their side of the ball, their side of the field, and you walk away with only a field goal both times is not a good look.
We need to see Requise Johnson step up in that locker room and definitely get the offense fired up. He's gotten this offense 2 great interceptions.
Yeah, two times in where the drive had already started in field goal range because of a Requise Johnson interception, and they've only gotten field goals out of him. There's a return up past the 25 there by Ayush Patel. I imagine they'll just take a knee and drain the last 6 seconds off the clock here and send this thing to halftime.
Just going to half.
Smart decision. Joe Carter's definitely made the game more interesting with his reckless passing.
He'll come out to take a knee. And that's the end of the half. So after half, 28-9, Philadelphia in the lead over Minnesota. Can the Vikings turn it around in the second half?
Sideline reporter here for an interview with Nasri Alexander.
Guys, I got a chance to catch up with Nasri Alexander just a minute ago. said that his mind is going through a lot of happy things. The defense is getting sack after sack, and the quarterback. Man, I don't even want to get into that. He also said, and he doesn't care the Eagles are on Sunday Night Football. Some neutrals might prefer next week for Sunday Night Football against the Raiders. Just trust me, that Raiders-Jaguars game from earlier today, probably way more entertaining. Ghost, Dark, Nugsy, back to you.
All right, thank you very much
for the great interview with, honestly, one of the most dominant players we've seen so far this game.
Yeah,
3 sacks.
He's been the leader of this defense for sure. It's been fun to watch him. He's generating a ton of pressure on Booty, which definitely isn't helping his cause. And probably part of the reason why he's struggled so much today. So the Eagles will kick it away. Vikings get the ball to start the half. The return here. He'll get up past the 25, up near the 30 before he goes down.
Good return there. This Vikings offense is getting set up by everyone, and let's see if they can finally capitalize. I mean, 5 yards is only 5 yards, but it's better than a lot of things that they've been doing.
And we see here in this montage plenty of pressure on Colonel Booty. He has been sacked, 6 times, I believe, in the first half. The offensive line really needs to shape up. He needs to be getting the ball out of his hands faster. Just a lot of changes need to be made.
Stop his reckless scrambling. Needs to just stand in the pocket, let the blocks, and trust his blocks.
And they're going to switch up the formation here as he goes under center.
Heavy formation
set here, yeah. And no, they're going to throw it out here. And this is over the middle. Caught. Big gain now.
Great
all the way
play.
down near midfield.
Is that Jamarcus Russell Jr.?
I think so.
It is Jamarcus
and yes,
Russell
it is.
Jr. Great play by him. He's been one of the better wide receivers they've had. Arguably the best.
Yeah, him and Hartley, they've flown under the radar throughout the season, especially Hartley. And I don't really see too many people talking about him, but he's been one of the better receivers in the league. And Jamarcus Russell having a good game today.
They've both been significantly better since they've gotten Colonel Booty. It's hard to tell because of this game, but prior to this, they were eating when they got their quarterback change.
Under center, slight shifting by the tight end. It's going to be a handoff. McFadden barrels forward for about 8. Or rather 6. It'll be 2nd down and 4, 14 minutes and going in the 3rd.
And at Darren McFadden, he's playing really well, averaging 7.5 yards per carry.
There'll be another handoff. He's going to try and hit the outside here, but he's shut down. Nice tackle off the outside edge. I believe that was Ragu.
Shocker. Once again, Ragu is in the running lanes, rallying to the ball and making the stop.
Yeah, he's very, very quick to get to the sidelines.
And he may not be that fast, but on the field, he definitely acts like it.
This throw over the middle is caught. Russell Jr. again. He'll get down to 35.
Once again,
first downs.
Ragu with a tackle.
It's only his 2nd of the game. He's really not been so active, but the past 2 plays, both of them tackles.
And it does only say 2 tackles there, but it feels like he's always been in every play, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's had a couple SWAT downs.
Yeah, he's certainly influenced the way Colonel Booty's been throwing the football. He's really covered the middle very well. So Colonel Booty from under center here. And this will be a handoff. He's going to be shut down in the backfield.
Certainly stuff.
Great play by Samson Goldblum there.
Huge tackle for loss.
Samson Goldblum, one of the weak links, you could say, on this Eagles defense other than the defensive tackles, but in this game so far, he's had a few good plays.
Second down and 12. Minnesota looking to put their first touchdown on the board. Booty from the shotgun here, dropping back to throw. Over the middle, this is caught.
The dropper this time.
Make up about half that yardage they need to get. 3rd and 6.
Vikings now over 200 total yards. But they've drained a lot of clock so far on this drive. They can't afford too much.
Here's Booty. Looks to throw. Quick over the middle. Has his man. And that'll be a first down.
Great job by the receiver to keep his hands up. Keep his hands on that ball.
Smith, who made that sideline catch earlier. His 3rd reception. He has 23 yards. Booty's looked real good during this drive.
For sure. Probably something to add halftime. Definitely a motivational speech. He's been on target and he's been active this game. Or this drive.
We'll let Bill Belichick in the halftime show, but that could have been a possibility.
Or maybe Raquise Johnson was just so fed up with how his offense has been playing. He's got on there. Got on them.
They got that.
He is under center. It'll be a handoff. McFadden. He's stuffed again. Nasri Alexander with the tackle or I guess not for a loss, but only a yard gain for McFadden there.
Nasri Alexander been very active in those lanes.
It'll be second down and 9.
Defender, but he showed some flashes, and that was one of them.
Yeah, I'm definitely more of a pass rush oriented kind of rusher there, but learning the run game. There's a quick throw, and that's going to be a catch about a yard short of the first down, I believe. Yeah, that's Greg Hartley. 4th reception for him. He's picked up 48 yards.
Jet
3rd down and inches.
Tackled. One of the better corners in the FPSL, but he's been pretty quiet so far this game.
They're coming out of the shotgun on 3rd and inches here. Booty will look to throw. Quick throw, and they got him on the stop route, and they're down inside the 10.
It's a big drive for the Vikings. They can finally put up a touchdown.
Hartley once again. It'll be first down and goal.
And that was John Pope, who he beat.
Yeah, Patel in the range as well. It'll be first down and goal. Clock ticking below 9 minutes rather here in the 3rd. Under center, Booty. And fakes the handoff, rolls out to the side, has a man, and that's going to be a nice short gain up near the 5-yard line. Second down and goal. That was Roberson, I believe is the fullback of this Vikings team.
Maybe that 28-3 curse is real.
It's looking that way. This offense has looked like a completely different team since coming out of the tunnel at the start of the half.
The defense has just not been playing well.
Here's a touchdown. That's going to be McFadden. Nice lane created by the blocking of the Minnesota Vikings, and McFadden plows right through it. And a real good, consistent, solid drive for Minnesota to start the half.
Back down to 2-possession game.
Given up yet. Definitely looking to turn this game around. This is their season on the line here.
Minnesota defense deserves a lot of credit for if they manage to pull this comeback off.
For sure, and whatever lit a spark under this Vikings offense, it's sure working.
From what I'm seeing, it seems quarterback Joe Carter is not worried at all.
I would be.
So that extra point, I believe, makes it a 12-point game.
A 7-minute time of possession for that drive there.
Usually that's not what you want to be doing when you're down, but with the way the defense has been playing, they might be lining up for some pretty good time.
I see what you did there, the whole time of possession thing, nice.
Yeah, I am a man of comedy myself. Here's the return for Ayush Patel. And he'll get back maybe half a yard short of the 25. We'll start this drive with 2 ticks under 8 minutes to go on the clock. Joe Carter coming out after a 2-interception quarter in the second quarter. What can we look to do to stop the bleeding here?
I think you just got to get him back in rhythm. He's gone away from his checkdowns and quick short passes to the sidelines. Just get your playmakers the ball, especially John Herbert, and let them do the rest.
Carter will hand it off to Herbert here, and he'll fall forward for about 1.5 yards. It'll be 2nd down and 9. Solid tackle there. It's Ayadipa again.
Herbert's had some flashes, but at the moment he's only averaging about 3.4 yards per carry, and that was not a great run from him there.
And the shotgun Carter this time. Drops back to throw. Quick throw over the middle. This is caught. He's going to make it down past the 40. And just short of the 45. Yeah, it is Hobart. First reception of the game for him.
And just took it. Got that first down, and great job by Carter there to just go through his progressions. Hobart wasn't his first read, and get that first down.
Really solid route run as well. That extra step. Out of the shotgun is Carter once again. Dropping back to throw. This one over the middle, caught again. This time I believe Deshaun Smith on the receiving end, and that's another first down picked up by this Philadelphia offense.
Deshaun Smith displaying why it's so hard to cover him. He's way too fast for their linebackers. It's tough to keep him strapped up over the middle.
Carter out of the shotgun will look to throw again. Over the middle, that's knocked down and complete.
Scary pass to make.
Very scary pass. Very questionable decision by Joe Carter there to just throw it into not only 2 Vikings, but 2 Eagles players as well.
Yeah, he didn't quite wait for them to get the break on their routes. Kind of just threw it in between them. That's a dangerous thing to do, especially in what appeared to be man coverage.
And even further than that with how this Vikings defense has been playing.
Someone needs to make a play here on that Vikings defense.
Out of the shotgun is Carter. Quick throw over the middle. Hits his man. Be about a 3-4 yard gain.
Risky pass by Carter there.
That definitely could have been picked off.
A very tight window, but he hit his man. And brings up a 3rd down and 5. This Eagles offense has passed 32 times and run just 8. And they'll fake the run here. Throw downfield. Caught. First down. They're into the red zone as well. And that's Hobart for his second reception.
Call there. They got to dish this ball out more. If you're going to be throwing it 33 times in a game, you got to spread the love more.
I believe much of it has gone to, I believe Deshaun Smith has 5 receptions. I think Zane Augustus might have, pretty sure has a close to 7 or 8 by now. Sandcastle's been involved.
Herbert in the air.
Exactly. Herbert's had a few receptions as well. It'll be 1st down and 10. Carter. Over the middle, hits his man. And I'll pick up about 8. That's Deshaun Smith, yeah. 6th reception for him.
Carter's favorite target so far this drive. That's what, his 3rd or 4th catch?
3rd, yes. 2nd down and 2. As they're down inside their 10.
Well, used a pretty good chunk of time so far on this drive.
It's a handoff Herbert. He'll pick up the 1st and fall forward inside the 5. This is not the performance you wanted from your defense if you're the Vikings.
Yeah, just Vikings defense falling apart now.
Yeah, in the first half, the defense was working, but the offense couldn't do anything. Now it's starting to look like it might be the other way around in the second half. Here's Carter under center. Fakes the handoff. Rolls out to his right, throwing to the end zone. Picked off again. And he'll take a knee in the end zone. It's Jones.
He definitely wants to make this game interesting.
And that's the third pick thrown by Carter, which ties his highest number of picks, I believe, in a single game.
Questionable decision. His player looked like Zane Augustus looked like he was about to break open, but didn't lead him enough. And even then, it was in traffic. They had people on both sides. Very, very questionable decision by Joe Carter there.
And by no means did he have to throw that football. Probably could have scrambled ahead for a couple yards on that play, maybe even a touchdown. He looked pretty free out to the right. But either way, defense comes up big when it's needed most. This will be a McFadden handoff here. He works his way down just short of the 25. It'll be 2nd down and 6 after the 4-yard gain on 1st down.
Looks like that 20
I don't know what that last play
is real.
This is just bad play from the Eagles. I wouldn't even call that a great play by the defense. That's not a play your quarterback should be making.
I can agree with that. Very questionable decision by Joe Carter.
Yeah, and the other 2 picks, they were into traffic, but much of that was to the defense's credit. This time it was kind of just a bad throw into traffic right to the defender. So from the shotgun, Booty will look to throw here. Pocket collapses. He rolls out. He's going to run. He's got the first. Down near the 40. He'll be taken down. 16-yard gain on the Corona Booty scramble.
I respect him for not sliding, but
yeah,
he can't take too many of those hits.
That's the first big run he's been able to get all night.
It's the first time he's ever been able to get past the line of scrimmage on his scrambles.
Yeah.
It's because he didn't go in a circle before he left the pocket. That time he just went straight through, downfield.
Found a hole and he just went straight through it.
That's exactly what he needs to be doing. He's got that speed. He needs to use it properly. Here's a throw outside. It'll be a nice short gain, maybe 3-4 yards there. 2nd down and 6.
The decision making definitely looks better from the QB.
Yeah. I can't think of a single bad throw he's had this whole half.
He's definitely looked a lot sharper so far this game.
Yeah. Under center, Booty, and it'll be a false start call, I believe. Yes.
Those flags are bad. Can't be having those.
That sets him back 2nd and 11 now.
Some rookie mistakes.
Yeah, that's the kind of thing that kills a drive. You really cannot be having that at this stage in the game. Still out by 2 possessions. Really, this is a great opportunity to get right back in it. It's Booty from the shotgun. McFadden beside him in the backfield. This throw over the middle is caught, and he'll go down around just past the, I believe 35, I want to say, 40. Yeah, 35. No, the 40, excuse me. It's 3rd down and 3.
Great job from McFadden there, getting it open, getting to his spot.
Yeah, these Vikings wide receivers are doing a lot better job to get open now.
3rd down and 3. Booty rolls out. He's got another running lane. Cuts in to the outside, and he goes down past midfield.
This Vikings offense is alive.
It's a grown man run.
Yeah, right there. I believe he nearly broke that tackle.
Almost broke it and got more yards afterwards.
He did break 1 tackle and then lowered the shoulder and fell forward for more yardage. Very, very solid run. Looks like a running back with that type of movement.
It's that plays you got to make when you want to win the game.
Exactly, and he's didn't scramble or for any sort of gain, as Ghost had mentioned, for the entire first half. Starting to look like a different offense here. He'll drop back to throw. Over the middle, this is caught about 9 yards. And that brings us to the end of the 3rd quarter. We're in a 2-possession game, 28-16. Vikings are driving to try and make it 1 possession. 15 minutes left in regulation. And This is where games are made right here. So definitely where both teams need to step up and fight for the win.
This Eagles defense definitely needs to rally back to what they were doing in that first half, excuse me, but we haven't seen that in a long time.
Booty, a very, very far drop back. He'll fire this to his tight end, Juan Smith, and he goes past the 30, picks up the first. Brand new set of downs for the Vikings.
This Vikings offense has been, just looks completely different than what they did the first half.
They have been totally on a roll.
Getting consistent first downs, putting points on the board.
They're eating up a lot of clock as well, which you can look at it both as a good thing and a bad thing. Good thing if they get the lead, but bad if Eagles score again.
Solid gain there.
Decent recovery after the misstep.
Here's Jamarcus Russell Jr. picks up his 7th reception. He's got 51 yards. Been a real good short pass option for Booty so far today.
For sure, and they've had a very strong connection throughout the game. Jamarcus has been his, I need a few yards, get me those, and Hartley has been his 15-plus yard receiver.
Takes the handoff, will drop back here, throwing over the middle, has a man, it's a touchdown! And it's Jamarcus Russell.
Jamarcus Russell proving me wrong there, going deep for the touchdown.
It's a 6-point game, an extra point will make it a 5-point game. And just like that, the Vikings, they've scored, well, right now, at this moment, 22 unanswered.
That Eagles offense and Eagles defense, they look completely demoralized, totally taken out of this game. And that Vikings stadium is rocking.
Someone needs to step up for this Eagles
team in general, not even just their team in general. Some troops.
It looks like the players switched jerseys at halftime and came out wearing the other team's jerseys. It looks like a completely different game. As we reach nearing the 13-minute mark in the fourth quarter here.
You got to give a lot of credit to whoever at that halftime in the locker room. The troops there. I mean, they got to get a lot of credit after this game.
It was talked about how Joe Carter is one of the best leaders in the league. He's got to show that now.
Exactly.
Yeah, this is his opportunity to calm the team down and finish the drive.
Return here, nice move by Alexander, and he'll find his way past the 25 to about the 27. Been real solid returning tonight.
Joe Carter, 3 interceptions.
I remember mentioning earlier that he had not yet thrown a pick. When it first showed his stats, he had around 200 yards, had thrown all 3 touchdowns. Since then, not much yardage and 3 picks. So,
once he hit him with the caster curse, it seems.
Of course. Here's a run up the middle. Herbert fights for extra yardage there. He'll pick up 6.
Gotta see more throughout the rest of this game. I mean, barely gotten any touches, and Joe Carter looks to be rattled. Gotta get it to the playmaker and John Herbert and just let him take over.
I don't even know if you want to count the running back as the playmaker. I would give it to the wide receivers and just small dump-offs.
They double fake a handoff. Carter in his own little island out there. Being chased down. He's going to hurl it deep. And that is incomplete, yeah.
Hobart almost hauled it in, and that would have been a play for this Eagles offense, but
I almost got caught between hurl and heave again on that call. I'm just going to stay away from all H words from now on.
Hi.
I'm not trying to make that mistake again. As it's 3rd down and 4. 12:45 on the clock. Carter out of the shotgun. And they fake the handoff. Looking over the middle, has his man, Deshaun Smith. Big gain, cross midfield, down to the 40.
You could not allow plays like that when you're trying to come back.
Once again, I've mentioned it a few times, but that man, Deshaun Smith, is a unicorn at the tight end position. His speed just allows him to dust whoever's covering him.
He's got the size of a tight end, but the speed and agility of a wide receiver. Not many players like him. Especially for most linebackers who don't quite have the same speed he does and are unable to keep up with his, quick cuts. From the shotgun, this will be a handoff. Herbert looking for a lane. He's got a nice gain of about 5 on first down. Here's Chief Keef with his very first tackle of the game. So,
a wild thing to be saying considering this man has 50 tackles on the season.
Yeah, very uncharacteristic of him to only have a single tackle at this point in the game. They fake the handoff this time. Carter rolls out. Quick throw. Has a man. Down the sideline he goes, and he's pushed out of bounds in the red zone. There's Deshaun Smith yet again. 8 receptions, 80 yards for the tight end.
I recall earlier in this game, Deshaun Smith had about 5 catches for 29, up to 8 for 80, and Joe Carter's found his target so far this game. Beyond Zane Augustus, who hasn't been seen since the start of the second half, Deshaun Smith has been his man, and it's been paying off for him.
That's the scary thing about this Eagle offense. It seems they've put their effort into stopping Zane, but someone else is just going to eat you.
And now back in the red zone. Let's see if Joe Carter can avoid throwing another interception.
Here's a handoff, and it's Herbert up the middle, picks up the first down. Brings up a 1st and goal. This is the stage where they threw the pick last drive. See if they can right their wrongs here.
Vikings need another miracle play.
And with how their secondary has been playing, especially Requise Johnson, wouldn't be surprised to see an interception here.
Be the play calling from the Eagles if they try to force a pass here.
With how they've been playing, 38 passes to 12 rushes, they could easily do that.
They go play action. He's being chased down. He's going to go down. Ayo Deepa, 2nd sack. And that pushes him back.
Eagles play calling in the red zone has not looked good this game.
Not at all. And that boot there left the left side wide open.
And that's just poor blocking by the left tackle, I believe. Just never got a hand on Deepa.
That's what happens when you call a bootleg play.
Bootleg play, and Deepa is just way too fast for that left tackle. He couldn't even get out of his stance fast enough.
Yeah, just simply beat him to the edge, and running back couldn't throw a block either. Here's Carter from the shotgun. They'll do a handoff here, and a solid gain for Herbert. It'll be 3rd and goal from around the 10.
Still a questionable play. I get using Herbert, and we've been talking about it all game, but in that situation, 2nd and about 16-ish, it's a bit of a...
You got to play it safe with the way the offense has been.
They're going to throw here, however, over the middle to the back of the end zone and incomplete. And so, more than likely, they'll have to settle for the field goal, which keeps it at a 1-possession game. It's an 8-point game, which is a touchdown and a 2-point conversion away.
This red zone defense is still showing up.
9:05 in the 4th.
2nd down and 1st down play, I would have ran it on 1st and then done that boot on 2nd, if anything.
The field goal is through, so it's 31-23, 8-point game. We have a game, folks. After a 28-0 start, it's 1 possession late.
This Vikings defense has really shown up. They started off hot, slowed down a bit, but now in this second half, that's 2 stops and another holding him just to 3.
On the other teams, I'm looking at this game and seeing the Eagles are beatable, it seems.
Yeah, for sure, especially if you can shred their momentum. They're no Goliath.
Not much of a return there. Maybe got back to the 25. If not, he was a yard short. That's where this drive will start.
Here, what's your game plan?
You do what works.
I think McFadden, you've got plenty of time on the clock. I think, with how good McFadden has been, should probably get the ball in his hands. But, Colonel Booty has looked real solid in the second half as well. You could really go either way on this drive.
And given that they're only down 8, I wouldn't be opposed to maybe shredding some clock here.
I personally would have faith in the defense. I think score as quick as possible. So you're not reliant on that 2-point conversion.
Here's Booty over the middle. A nice catch there yet again. Or that's McFadden that time, actually. It's a 6-yard gain. 3rd reception for him. Second down and 4. Clock ticking down here in the 4th. 8:23 to go. Out of the shotgun, Booty. Hard count, now the snap. Looking to throw, and that one incomplete. Was looking for his tight end, Juan Smith.
Closely incomplete, but Chunky Ragu was all over that tight end right there, Juan Smith, and had a good chance to break the ball up, but a bit more on target. That could have been a completion.
3rd down and 4. What do you think here? Coming out of the shotgun.
Quick pass, for sure.
Fakes the handoff, drops back. Good protection. Throwing downfield and deep, but that sail's incomplete. So 4th and 4.
Defense finally gets their stop, but you gotta go for it here.
I don't believe they would.
I don't think they are.
How the defense has been in the second half.
I don't know. They're gonna put faith in their defense and punt this one away here.
I don't really agree with the punt, but I'm not really surprised with the way the Vikings have played this game.
Short return up in between the 25 and 30 there.
I just don't want to give Joe Carter his moment to swing this thing back around. I would just keep it out of the
If you take away the 1 or 2 of the picks, really, really solid stat line by Joe Carter.
Too bad he did throw those interceptions, and that's not how that works.
He did throw those interceptions. But, I think one of them at least wasn't his fault. The first one was just a really, really great play by the defender.
I would assume the Eagles just chew clock here.
They go play action. It's a read option, it looks like, and Joe Carter finds his way up the middle for a solid 6-yard gain on 1st down.
Not known as a scrambler. We have seen Joe Carter use his legs a few times, but that play really caught me off guard, and it seems to have caught the Vikings off guard as well.
Under center, Carter for 2nd and 4.
Single back position.
Fake the handoff, and all over him. It's Jim Bob West.
You gotta let go of that ball.
Call the blitz the linebacker, especially on the play action.
Ran in from the middle linebacker position. He's got a lot of speed, and no one even bothered to block him. He was all over Joe Carter in at most 3 seconds.
Gave him no time to even consider throwing the ball there.
3rd and 13.
Vikings defense is making plays when it matters the most.
Joe Carter probably going to have to sail one pretty deep here.
I'd look for Zane Augustus here. He's the MVP of the league so far.
Quick throw outside. He will be stepping out of bounds before he's able to pick up the first. And on 4th and 2, likely they will punt.
Great stop by the Vikings defense after their offense punted the ball away, and that's why you put faith in the defense there.
4th down and 2.
I'm the Eagles. I don't punt this ball.
I don't know. Pretty far back in their own territory here. And you got to keep in mind that while it is a 1-possession game, they would have to score a 2-point conversion, which, while likely, is not a sure thing by any means. I think the punt's a smart play here.
It's a smart play, but it's a safe play. It's not the winning play.
Strong words from head coach of the LA Rams, Dark Knight. There's a solid return up past the 25.
But a better return.
1st and 10, Colonel Booty, who has been really good since coming out of the tunnel for the second half. We'll look to put together a game-tying drive here. 6:17 on the clock to go in the fourth here. They're starting from just behind their own 30. Start this drive out of the shotgun. 3 wide on the top of your screen right now. You'll throw outside to one of them. This is over the middle and close to a first. They'll call it 2nd and inches.
Caulfield's been much better in the second half. Didn't see much of him at all in the first half, but both his receptions come at crucial times after the halftime.
2nd and inches. You could take a deep shot here and then run it up the middle with McFadden if that doesn't work.
I don't know. I'd target John Pope if you do go deep, but I wouldn't want to risk an interception.
They will fake the handoff, rolling out his booty, and that one nearly picked. That could have been not only a pick, but also 6 the other way.
Who was that, Chunky Ragu with the...
I believe it was.
Horrible play.
That's just not a good play call. I'm a firm believer that on 2nd and inches, you either take a shot or you just run it up the middle, and that was neither of those things.
That was the worst play you could have called.
Exactly.
It should have ended worse. He's lucky it didn't.
They faked the handoff again. Throw over the middle, and they have him for the first down. That's Greg Hartley.
Great job not dropping that ball.
Yeah, pretty tight coverage. Booty fits it into the nice small window. And another solid catch.
This Vikings offense. They've stuttered a bit on this drive so far, and especially on the last drive where they fizzled out, but they're looking a lot better. This Eagles defense, they need to get back to getting pressure on Colonel Booty. That's what rattled him in the first. That's what will take him out of this game.
Quick throw on the screen here. McFadden with the ball in his hands now, and he'll reach for the first. Very nice effort to extend the arm and pick up the first down.
Amazing play call with the Vikings there. I've been calling for a screen for most of this game, especially since McFadden's been so strong. It's a great play call.
And good on Booty to get it out just in time before the pressure got to him there. And that's always the risk with running those types of screens. You leave your quarterback pretty much unattended. They got to get the ball out quick. Here on 1st and 10, fake the handoff, looks to throw. Plenty of time. He's going to look to run, though, and wrapped up, brought down. That'll go down as a sack, maybe loss of half a yard there.
Not the direction you want to run.
Doherty and Nasri Alexander who got in.
Yeah, I believe Nasri Alexander was the one who knocked him off balance, and Doherty was the one who finished him.
Oh, it was Goldblum, actually.
Oh.
That's the Eagles' 8th sack on the game.
Yeah, they've had plenty, and although that's not much of a loss at all, maybe at most half a yard.
Yeah,
a sack's a sack. That still takes the confidence out of your the opposing quarterback.
A lot of these sacks are because of the quarterback, I would say, though.
Yeah, he's run into a few of them. Here's 2nd down and 10. Fakes the handoff. Looking to throw. On the run. He's going to roll out to the right. He's got a little bit of space to work with here, and he'll be ripped down past the 40. Brings up a 3rd down and 5.
He was chased down there by Ghost Hawk and the linebacker there. Great decision by the linebacker to just shed his coverage and run down at Booty. He's seen him run a few times and definitely made a good decision there.
Here's Booty from the shotgun on 3rd down and 5. Sails it deep. This one nearly picked.
He tested Pope again, which I don't blame him. Pope's been getting cooked all game, but that was close. That was way too close.
If he puts a little bit more strength into that is a touchdown.
4th and 5, you pretty much have to go for it, and they will. Empty set. First time we've seen this all game from the Vikings here. Pressure over the middle, and this is caught. Juan Smith, the tight end, picks up the first.
Great decision, great throw.
Great hands.
The line gave him just enough time to fire that one out.
2 minutes 30 to go. Will they let the clock hit the 2-minute warning or take a snap beforehand? It looks like they're going to do the latter. Out of the shotgun is Booty. Dropping back, pump fake. Now throws the other way, and this is out of bounds.
Ooh, that was close. Got it out of bounds, but A lot of the Eagles defenders in the area.
2nd and 10 with the stoppage of the clock. They'll get another play before the 2-minute warning.
Since you do have the 2-minute warning, I personally would run the ball, get it to McFadden. 2-minute warning's going to hit either way.
Out of the shotgun. Under pressure, he's taken down. And it's Samson Goldblum again.
2.5 sacks for him. Feel like most of them have been in the second half.
And the Eagles are just one shy from hitting double digits on the sack count. They have been generating pressure like no other team has all year.
And I've noticed it seems that there's been a switch. Goldblum seems to be taking more snaps off the edge than Nasri Alexander. Haven't seen him much so far in the second half. Not sure.
Very important 3rd and 19 here. He sails one to the end zone, and that's over the head of both the defensive back and the receiver. And that sets him up for a 4th and 19.
One of the most important plays of the game right here.
This is literally the game.
Playing, you got to just go for the field goal and hope those 3 timeouts are enough to stop this offense. I don't think you can convert a 4th and 19.
They're going to try.
Going for it. Respect it.
Respect, especially after how he played or how he coached in the first half.
That's how you win football games.
Looking, plenty of time. Has not thrown the ball yet. Now sails one deep downfield, and that's picked off. Taken the other way. That's Fitzpatrick with the interception. And that...
Wow. What a heart-racing play. It looked like the wide receiver came...
Sets up the Eagles for if they get a first down, they win this one. Now your turn.
You know, it looked like the wide receiver had finally broke out of the coverage there, and he was coming back to the ball, but the defensive back just broke faster, and on one of the biggest, most pivotal plays of this game, Eagles come away on top. Now it's up to the offense to close out this game.
And they need to be sending blitz after blitz after blitz on this drive. They cannot let them get any yardage. Come gun bunch here. Out of the shotgun, Carter. And he will hand this one off. About 3 yards there. They'll take their first of their 3 timeouts. They need to do that twice more if they want to have a chance at this one.
Weiss Johnson with the tackle.
He's been
4 tackles so far in this game, 2 picks. He's definitely been the most dominant player for this Vikings defense.
Absolutely.
He's the only reason this game is still in reach.
For sure.
Carter out of the shotgun once again. This is another handoff. Looking for a lane, cuts back into the middle. He'll fall forward about 3 yards short of the first.
But not sure what the game plan is here. You can't risk an incompletion, but you got to get this first down to put this game away. And a run's risky, but with how Carter's been playing in the second half, I'm not sure if a pass is much better.
They're setting up 5 on the line here, 1 over the middle. Hobart making a change. They're going to throw. Carter dropping back, pressure folding in around him. The throw is down the sideline, out of play. And Minnesota will get to keep a timeout. 4th and 4.
There's that risky pass play call, and Carter just sails it out of bounds, doesn't even take the sack, which if you know it's risky, just hold on to the ball, take the sack, let them or make them use that timeout. But now you punt and you didn't even waste the Vikings timeout. They got a minute, probably about 20 by the end of this punt, with 1 timeout to drive over 70 yards. They're in a really good position to win this football game, or at least send it to overtime.
Sending it to overtime, because they still need that 2-point conversion.
Yeah, they need that 2-point conversion, but with how their momentum's been, they get it to overtime. I'm taking the Vikings to win this game.
Just a reminder that they were down 28-0 earlier in this game. They kicked a field goal to make it 28-3, if, superstition means anything to you. There's a minute 25 left in this one, 4th quarter. 1st and 10, Booty from the shotgun. He'll drop back to throw. Quick throw on the outside. That's picked!
Picked off.
And it'll be taken the other way. Down inside the 20. It's Ayush Patel's 2nd pick. And that is the ball game.
It's wild how things come full circle. Ayush Patel, first points of this game, getting that pick 6 on Colonel Booty, and he's the one to end the game right there.
Yeah, and he's getting my Defensive Player of the Week vote for sure. What a game played by him.
That's an absolute wild turn of events there. Colonel Booty looked so good in the second half, but back-to-back drives, back-to-back interceptions.
And it was on the first play of the all-important drive that he threw that interception.
Didn't even give him a chance, just gave the ball right away.
And so Joe Carter and the Eagles offense will line up in victory formation twice more to run out the rest of this clock. And they'll pick up yet another win. Puts them at 7-1 on the season.
So is that the Vikings eliminated from playoffs?
I believe so.
It is. Vikings eliminated from the playoffs, and not only that, but with this victory, the Eagles clinch the number 1 seed in the NFC.
Happens when you're scared to play the Rams.
Fortunately, the Eagles did beat the Rams once, but they also lost to them once. Split the series.
That supplemental draft diff is crazy.
And they take the final knee. They'll run out the rest of this clock. And, you know, despite it starting off 28-0, ended up being quite an awesome game. Nearly one of the best comebacks, if not the best comeback in FPSL history, but the Minnesota Vikings come up just short. They're going to kick a field goal. Unless they're just
disrespectful.
They're not going to kick it.
And they don't snap it. They line up for the field goal, mostly as a taunt, but it's an Eagles win 31-23 over the Vikings. Eagles clinch the 1 seed. Vikings are eliminated officially from playoff contention. And that's all we have for you folks. Good night.
Well, our sideline reporter, Bulldog, is looking for an interview. He's running all over the field. You can see him right there, but
some team should sign him probably. Jeez, he's fast.
He's zooming all over the field, but no Eagle player wants to give him an interview.
I know. I'm trying to.
He's really struggling over there.
He's really running all over, but the Eagles players, after that heart-wrenching game, they're just glad to get out of the field. I mean, they won't even give the man a poor chance to interview. Like,
don't blame them. They're tired.
Look at these
hard-fought game.
Though. Eagles won 50 passing yards, but that Vikings rushing game, hard fought, 134 rushing yards on the game. Booty, you can see him on camera right now, disappointed with his performance at the end there.
Don't let the score wipe out Trent Richardson's performance, or rather Darren McFadden's performance. Very, very solid game by him.
Here's Joe Carter's stats. 80 QB rating, not great, but 333 passing yards, 60 completion percentage, 3 touchdowns, 3 picks. Those 3 picks were detrimental to this Eagles team.
And that's what kept the Vikings in this game, were those 3 picks. But in the end, Carter comes away with the victory.
That second half definitely shows hope for other teams.
4.4 yards per carry. Only
having a pretty solid game.
Run, but 14 carries, 62 yards, not bad.
And Stacion Smith show, offensively 9 receptions, 91 yards. Didn't get in the end zone, but was easily the most reliable target for either team in this game.
And Zane Augustus with a perfect 100 yards and a touchdown, averaged 20 yards per reception. Absolutely ridiculous player.
That's basically all the first half.
It was all the first half. He disappeared after the second one.
But on the back of Stacion Smith, the Eagles got just enough to keep them ahead in this game. Take a look at defense. Larry Baker, 13 tackles.
Larry Baker definitely been a tackle machine, but I don't even know if he's had his first interception yet on the season. Nasri Alexander, 3 sacks, all in the first half. Kind of fell away in the second half.
But in my book, defensive player of the game, defensive player of the week, Ayush Patel, 2 picks, including a pick 6 at the start of the game and the pick to seal the game.
I personally give it to Alexander.
Alexander, I'm not sure because he did sort of disappear in that second half. It was a bit rough.
Yeah. And Ayush Patel
when you
covering very
dominate
well.
the entire game.
Yeah, true. You do get those double teams, and they sort of lock in on you.
They locked in on him, so other people were able to make plays.
And yeah, Ayush Patel on the kick return as well.
Definitely
he was very, very solid.
Returner and great punt returner as well. Ayush Patel just overall this game, great player.
And a 55.9 rating for Colonel Booty.
But don't let that deceive you. In that, for the whole third quarter and a decent amount of the fourth quarter, Booty was looking great, but definitely fell apart in that fourth quarter.
Couldn't handle the pressure.
5.7 yards per carry for Darren McFadden on the game, plus a touchdown. One of the better running performances we've seen this week.
And Booty, he didn't take off till the second half, but 3 runs for 34 yards. Not bad at all.
Jamarcus Russell Jr., 8 receptions, 76 yards, had the touchdown through the air. Very solid performance by him. Was a very, very reliable target for Booty to have. And Greg Hartley performed as well.
Deepa definitely was a standout performance on the back end, or on the defensive line, with Raquise Johnson being the standout on the back end for sure.
Yeah, 2 sacks for Deeper, 2 picks for Raquise Johnson.
And his 2 interceptions were definitely totally momentum swinging.
Yeah, this was really the game of interceptions because, a lot of them thrown, of course, but they defined the game, really. The 2 interceptions from Raquise Johnson were the ones that really kept them in the game. Obviously, Ayush Patel with his 2 picks, the pick 6, and then the one to seal the game. Really, the most momentum swinging play in the game. All of them were interceptions.
The interceptions are the sacks for all the plays that were made this game.
Yeah, this very good defensive showing. I wouldn't say not for consistently throughout the entire game, but there were definitely moments where each team's defense was shining in this game.
For sure. I mean, the Eagles were up 28-0 and only ended up winning 31-23. And not a great performance from them in the second half. Going into the playoffs, I mean, you definitely can't pull some stuff like that.
I mean, it's also just was messy offense from both sides.
Offense. The Eagles' defense sort of fell apart when that Vikings offense started kicking it into gear. I mean, you can't fall apart like that and expect to win a playoff game, let alone win the whole thing. 2 penalties on the Vikings for 10 yards.
It definitely shows hope for other teams when they could to maybe be able to beat this team.
Yeah, and not only that, but the Vikings had 31 minutes time of possession compared to the Eagles' 28.
Overall, I after much of that first half, I was thinking this was just going to be a terrible, terrible game. Ended up being a really, really, really entertaining one that I really enjoyed. So
for sure, definitely an entertaining game.
I did grab a bag of popcorn at halftime. Turned out being worth it.
For sure, especially that 4th and 19 play at the end where the interception. I thought that was the game-defining moment, but
we're kind of getting the light here from Kyle. He's telling us to stop talking. So
yeah,
I guess that's all, folks. Thank you for tuning in to some FPSL football Sunday night. Final score: Eagles 31, Vikings 23.
We were your commentators, Ghost, Dark,